Hello, 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 what? Hello, everyone. Um, this is an update video about my speech issue. Um, as you see, this is what I have now: a straw, which is my mom sent to me these like little straws. I got a whole bunch of them, but it kind of fits into my teeth this way, and I sound almost back to normal. I sound pretty much normal. Have them. But take it out, I suddenly can't talk. I went with my speech specialist, and I've seen her twice now, and I have come to the conclusion that I don't think there is anything neurologically, even though I am maybe seeking a second opinion, just in case, because I don't know what with my eyes and everything, but I think that this could be psychological. I mean, that's what she was saying. I mean, I'm trying to get a behavioral health appointment to get, analyzed and see because I can talk. I've crap. I can talk. I've crap. And speech wise, she was saying like there's not a reason trying to talk certain way, keeping teeth still. I don't know. I just one thing that confused me neurologically or whatever is like why do I sometimes get pain behind my eyes? And why is that still a thing? Why do I like, stuff like that? I don't know why that's an issue. I just know that when I'm alone, I can talk, but immediately when I'm around somebody, I can't. Now, parry this, I've been able to have a phone conversation playing, able to talk with my mom and brother. And even this past thing, like one of these political, I'm sorry, the drool coming out of the straw, it doesn't look good. I'm sorry, it looks tacky. But I had like one of these political call things saying, hey, we just want to take our survey. I'm like, okay. So I took the survey and everything, but wow. I did it without the straw the entire time. And I was like, let me see if I can do it without it. And sure enough, I did. I had a phone conversation with a complete stranger without the straw. But any other time I've tried talking with people on the phone, nothing. That's why it's some sort of psychological thing. That's the only thing I can say, unless something is missing neurologically that, but it wouldn't make sense what it is. The thing, I mean, she brought up is like, and I think I mentioned this in the beginning, is this looking a little into it, a stress reaction. Like I had heat stroke or like I had heat stroke and my body went into like shock or whatever at that moment. And, I was just like staring ahead, couldn't respond to anything for a while. I don't know how long it was till they took me back to company, and when my sergeant came by to take me to the ER, I don't know how long that period was. Was it an hour, hour and a half? But ever since, I can't see. That's the thing that's confusing. Is like I can address everything on myself alone. Like there's been a couple of gaming videos I've uploaded. I haven't even needed this. I've been able to talk normal. I'm just like, okay, but as soon as I turn the camera on and it's facing me and like I'm actually addressing someone, I can't, what? I can't do it. And my eyes hurt. And even trying to talk with, people in long periods, like trying to practice words with speech spef, 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 specialist, I keep doing that eye thing. That's the only reason. It's like, could it be something maybe around here? But it's not linked to the mouth. I'm babbling here, I'm sorry. I'm just giving the update as best I can, but the thing is that if it's psychological or a stress reaction, how do you deal with it? Because I have no control. I'm trying to work and get the speech down. I'm trying to talk slow, slow. And I'm practicing trying to look at my mouth and how I'm talking to speak slow. But I've it's like a block. I mean, I know anxiety and everything pops up, and that can have really crippling things for people. Like people can get chest pains and everything else, and it's nothing but anxiety or whatever. But it's like, how do you control it? I mean, I was frustrated that day trying to zero. I couldn't zero, really. And I was like, yeah, screw it. I'm just going to go to the range and probably shoot anyway. That's what I did in basic. And it just didn't, I just got overheated. But it's just kind of like, how do you control it? Because that opens up tons of different things. Is it just like, just this stress thing that I can't control and it just pops off? I mean, what else if something else happens? What is my body going to do? I've never had anything like that happen before. And then that happened. Granted, it was a response to an actual medical thing, but what can I do with everything else? I mean, what? I've twi twi. I don't know. Maybe there's. My only guess right now at this point is some sort of psychological response. Question is what? Stress reaction is the only thing I can think of. I haven't been able to really find anything else, but I don't know. And just like, because the reason why they think, I looked up, it's like, I've seen a thing called selective mutism. Now, why it would be activated by a heat stroke, I don't know. Unless there was some sort of underlying medical problem, me kind of stirring over my words, and that got brought up by the heat stroke. But selective mutism is like they can't talk around anyone, like kind of like an anxious thing, but when they're alone, they can talk. Now, when I'm when I'm alone, I can talk, but everyone else I can't. So it's just like the only reason I can talk to my mother and brother is because I know them and they're my family. And it's like what she said, like the insecurity thing is like, they're not going to judge you, that they're not going to, hurt you, make fun of you or anything like that. You know that about them. You stutter with everyone else because you don't know that. I mean, is that, but I mean, like I had that phone conversation with that stranger, answering completely normal, because again, it was a stranger. And I've noticed a couple of times when I've talked out loud, the two things is like, yeah, it's been a complete stranger, like ordering food through a drive-thru. I've had a couple of times where like, I've been able to say that normal. But notice when I become conscious of it, I'm like, oh, I can talk, or something. As soon as I try to talk to them, I have to do this. The only other time is like when I'm busy, like really focused, it comes out. But it's just like, I said that without a thing. And when I try to force it, it won't work. So, some sort of psychological response. Can it be overcome, or is it something I'm going to have to live with? I don't know. I, I'll still get the second opinion neurologically just to check it off, but I'm really sorry. But at this juncture, I mean, neurologically, okay, there's stuff we can maybe do to heal that up and fix, but psychologically, I mean, what? Just take medication? Is the medication actually going to work, or is it, what specifically is it? And if it's not psychological, well, what is it? Is it just a once freaky response thing that? But I know I can talk. It's a little bit of a ramble. I'm sorry, but psychological stuff is not. I'm trying to study into it, but it's not. I just need prayer. Just need prayer from everyone and everything. I will. Yeah. So. Well, anyway, thank you for listening to me blabble again. I will talk to you all soon. See you soon. And hopefully I'll get better with this. But I like speech wise, okay, slowly. Bran, Dan, Bran, Dan, Bran. I do not understand the I thing. Brandon. We've gotten better at saying my name. Hey, just keep me in your prayers still. That's all I can say. Bye bye bye. Bye.